Go.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, another really high-quality season being played by a team that we've come to expect nothing less from. There they are, top spot in the East. Last season, the Cavs did not have the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks did, but Cleveland did come out of the East and go to the NBA Finals. Shaq, as long as LeBron is there with this roster, how much pressure do they have to make the Finals every year?
Well, LeBron said it himself. He's the best player on the planet. They have to be one of the favorites as long as they keep that roster intact, and they have to stay injury-free, Ernie.
Do you think the best player on the planet has to let people know he's the best player on the planet? I knew he was the best player. You don't have to tell us that.
Well, maybe somebody who's not on this planet.
But how many people are not?
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they made it to the finals last year with all the injuries. Of course he's the best player. He's playing at a high level. I think he might have put a little bit undue pressure on himself now to continue to be the best player on this planet, because people from other planets might come down and say, hey, let's check it out.
Consider this. Maybe he said that because it took the pressure off the rest of the guys on that team. Maybe he said, look, I'm going to say this out there. Everybody will be talking about this, and my guys won't feel as much NBA Finals pressure.
Ernie, you must have a cap on your head, a thinking cap, that is.
You're buying that then?
I sure am. I'm going to sell it afterwards, but I'm going to buy it now.
That's high praise from the two of you. And it's not a thinking cap, it's a dunce cap. I've been wearing it for quite some time.
Oh, I didn't know the point meant dunce.
Dummy.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Indiana Pacers. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Nick Young is out there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Russell. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Bryant in against the Kings.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
And
the first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in '07.
Here is Bryant. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Takes a shot at the elbow. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Down low, here's Smith, and Hibbert with the block. To the middle, and finished off by Bass.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up.
Then takes the three, and that is good. Love's got his second bucket tonight. And Young kicks to Bryant. Fires the three, and he gets it to go.
And how about that
rebound? Here's Love, and finally they hit one. Love's gotten 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break. Not really his best quarter. Oh! Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end.
5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. right at the 50% mark.
It's really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The Cavaliers trailing. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Black. Obviously, he has a lot on his plate when it comes to defending against Kobe Bryant. I asked him what he might do, and he said not much. He's one of the league's all-time best scorers, and no matter what you seem to do, he finds ways to get on the scoreboard. Kobe might be seeing a lot of double teams here tonight, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And that one's good. Russell.
And back and forth.
And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Bass.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass, and the tide can turn for you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Julius Randle's checked in for Bass.
He made it look easy that time.
Dellavedova, that's good.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Lakers have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Bryant kept alive. Hibbert hits the bucket. Hibbert's got his first points of
everything he's put up in this period.
And that one's good. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Dellavedova, that's good. Braun, Love outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 12 points for Kevin Love.
Screened by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciates it. Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. 5th in assists, 6th in scoring, and they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And let's go back to their place in terms of the assists. Cracking into the top 5 for me is an illustration of the cohesiveness with which they play offensively. No doubt this team's on the same page.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Matthew Dellavedova. James with the bucket. Clark, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
That reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo, to be exact. And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early. Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots. It also altered a ton of shots.
Met this season.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, now this game about 43%. And LeBron throws it down.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Williams attacking. Count the bucket.
No hesitation at all right there.
There is Williams, following the score by Lou Williams. Thompson with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team
they want.
And here is Los Angeles now. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. 8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Ryan Kelly, he's checked in.
Over the years, I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger.
Downtown. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding events here, presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So here as well, Brandon Bass is checked in for Meta World Peace, and that one good from Clarkson. With some art, Irving's shot is good. Irving's got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Nance. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even
best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor. Out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look.
Side. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 14 points for Love.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And that one's good. Young's from deep. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made.
Anything like he's capable of.
Bryant has the open look. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
It's stolen by Randall. To the middle. And Kobe the bucket with the assist from Roy Hibbert. 6. Shot to stop the run, and he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's finished him.
This lead will start shrinking even further.
Good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Young's got 4 this quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Smith outside. Down low. Here's Russell. Again, the Lakers. They get it back. Mozgov. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mozgov's got 6.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Maybe could have tried for a more.
Here's Smith. Wants to get it to Varejao and does. The lead now in single digits.
You know, it's
speed time to get inside of that arc.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Moscow guy was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Moscow was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached.
Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the.
Here's Kobe. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth op.
Inside, and Russell with the basket on the assist from Kobe. Kobe's got 3 assists now in this one.
Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance between them.
Well, offensively, they just continue to roll. I mean, they're padding that lead bit by bit as a result.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to do it. And let's check out stats for James. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately, putting up about 22 points per, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
That free throw good from Randall. Here's World Peace. Sinks the three-pointer. World Peace has got 11 points.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
That's good. The floater, for just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
And his
James. And so that brings the first half to a close. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 13. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Kevin Love. And Kevin, facing a deficit at halftime, what do you guys need to do differently in the second half of this ball game?
Make shots. I mean, we're getting good ones. We just, I don't know what it is. We had a day off. Just need to get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
It's a make-or-miss league. Kevin, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Some incredible work in this one by Kobe Bryant. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
For Cleveland right now. And that one's good by Kobe. Now the dish to Irving. Fires, high post. That falls. Great assist by Love. 10 points for Kyrie Irving. He kicks it to Russell. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Man,
LeBron kicks to Irving. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket. Passes it to Love. Shot from free throw range. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. The Lakers rebound. A second chance effort. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Lakers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw. Doris Burke.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Mozgov. Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scores of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
Free throw, good, Bryant.
And Kobe Bean Bryant, the only 30,000-point scorer to go along with 6,000 assists. You know, LeBron might be the next in line to join Kobe in that category.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. Ryan Kelly comes in for Brandon Bass. Now here's LeBron. 14 points for him. There's the bucket. Good.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there. And for Kobe, people have always joked that he's a ball hog and only looks to score. Well, he's the only guy in the history of the league right now with 30,000 points to go along with 6,000 assists. So obviously,
he dishes it to Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Randle. An easy 2 points on the layup. Randle's got 9 points.
And an open path to the hoop.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland. Shoots the 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals and 13 tries. Here's Dellavedova. Dishes it to Thompson. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Dellavedova.
Irving attacking the 11-footer, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 6th assist on the night.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. James, the pass to Thompson. Here's Love. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, so his numbers declined. But that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both.
Here's LeBron. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
And both.
You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, I think he maybe needs some time.
Here's LeBron. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with.
From the wing, and he gets it to go. 8 points for Lou Williams.
Last year, hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA. Explosive. All the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Williams for 3. That's good. Williams has got 11 points.
They are. No need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
That's good.
He's really done a nice job.
Here's Nance, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Lakers lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next.
Let's take them back.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. On the Lakers, Hibbert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Russell, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there.
To Russell. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 22 points for Diem. Now here's Kobe. Mo Williams unable to get his shot to go. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. And that sends Kobe to the free throw line. That one on low. Here is Irving, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 28.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
That one, and he knocks down the jumper. Irving's got 30.
And he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Bass can't get it to go.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Count that one. That's now 32. 17 points was their biggest margin. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the...
That happened.
Yeah.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn
Greg creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
And he's been the key for their offense.
7th rebound of the game with that last one. And finished off by Bass.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now, here is Irving, and he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 32 in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got assist number 11.
Size is to go right at it.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked. And it's good off the back rim and in. Bryant's got 34. Well, for J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create...
Good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He said we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here's Bass by 11. Pass to Hibbert, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Rebounded by the Lakers. Russell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Young, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to
Irving. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Clark, they only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. He didn't finish the shot.
The shot's good from Irving.
No doubt.
Love wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Smith leading the fast break. Irving, good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean,
count it, and the foul. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the...
And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Count it!
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good...
Another miss by James. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. Roy, what does this sort of grind-it-out win say about your basketball team?
We're a tough team. We like to grind wins out, and you know, sometimes it's not always pretty, but we're trying to get the job done. And our bench did a great job of keeping us in there, so I'm really happy.
A great team effort, Roy. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team. What'd you think, Kenny?
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight. And you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball, man.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.